Gotta give an old man growl.
Good evening, Jarrod.
Why did you do an old man growl?
Oh, I didn't even notice. What did I do?
Ugh.
I
As you turn the camera.
up until about like 30 seconds ago, I was doing my hang upside down thing. Feels so
Oh, wow.
good to do that, and it kind of gives me a head rush and makes me want to talk to you and stuff. It's good. It's a good way to start the night, I think.
Like specifically to me?
Well, it just gets my brain going.
I see.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like, oh, like if I have hang upside down, I want to talk to Jarrod. If I hang sideways, I call my mom. I sit Indian style.
No. Just it just gets my brain in motion, and but you do the same thing. So you add those two things together, and I think it's
Double brain motion.
mm-hmm.
Or it could be where
Yeah, like I'm a flutter right now. My mind is a flutter. I wanted to ask you this today
okay.
because it's come up in this past week. I need to buy some new underwear. I'm running low on pairs of underwear that I like.
Like you've lost underwear or it's like ripping or
You know, it's starting to rip.
too much in the ocean and it's
Well, you can
underwear.
only your underwear so many times before you got to finally just throw them out. No scandals this week. Oh wait, but I want to talk about some of the aftermath of it. But I just wanted to really quickly ask you if you have a favorite. I don't know what kind of underwear you like to wear. Boxers, briefs, whatever. But do you have like something you really like? I'm having trouble finding ones that I think I'm very specific about
Yeah.
certain things, I guess, and that's one of them. I like the way boxers fit. They have to fit a certain way for me to like them.
When I was a little kid, I wore tighty whities.
Sure.
Probably till my teen years, whatever my mom bought. And it's such a stupid buy because there's no hiding anything in a tighty white, like stains or anything. It's
They should have always been tighty blackies.
black. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was my mother it was just
Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah.
But then you shift over. I think I shifted to boxers. But then recently, as you get older, maybe this hasn't happened to you yet, but
It gets bigger.
you're
I know. It's ridiculous.
yeah, I got to tape it behind now just to. No, your testicles start to drag a little bit.
The worst.
So people say, oh, you should get some like briefs because it has more support. So I tried that for a little while, but I didn't like it. I think I felt more sore. I think my balls were like, what are you doing to me?
I feel like our underwear career is almost exactly the same. Like
Maybe that's the way why we're friends.
Start to finish. That's because I've experienced the exact same stuff that you're going through. Now I'm really interested in your answer because I feel like this is
Yeah, we're kindred spirits.
this evolution of our underwear. Yeah.
I really like LL Bean boxers.
Okay.
They're not cheap, but
I'm willing to spend a little money.
I really like them. So Michelle usually buys me because obviously she probably sees if I get low and it's disgusting. And then for like a birthday, I'll get like, hey, a couple pairs of boxers.
That's a great gift. It's a great gift if they're good. Good underwear is hard to find, dude. It's
Maybe your sister will get you underwear next birthday.
but you do have to spend a little bit of money. And
Do you ever get any designs on them when you buy them?
mine they just have they're blue with green stripes on them right now.
Mine has. I got my LL Bean ones on that I like. They're just like checkered. But Michelle got me one once that had jalapenos on it. I was like, ooh,
Spicy.
spicy. But they weren't red; they were green jalapenos. So I don't know if that means something different.
Green jalapenos, like
Yeah, but wouldn't
jalapeno
you be like red would be like sexy, like hey, red
maybe
hot.
greens. Yeah, but red is stop. Green might be even more sexy. It's like go.
Greens
go.
go. I gotcha.
So you might be like more rapist than the red
Yeah.
pepper.
I don't know what other ones. I kind of want to. I'm right next to my drawer of underwear. Actually,
As if we planned this.
these ones are new. Old Navy. I like those ones too. Here they are. Here's the jalapenos.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
no, those are pickles. Those aren't jalapenos. That's just weird. I thought they were.
Joke.
This one has condiments on it.
Is everything food related?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what
This
you
one.
and Michelle
This
are
one.
into?
Hey, this one has bananas.
Are you guys weird about food in bed and stuff? Like, do
I
you,
don't know.
is she kinky like that?
We've never done it. Maybe was an invitation the whole time.
You have 11 pairs of boxers with different foods on them. I think
I know.
To tell you
It
something.
was like some invitation. She's like, Jarrod just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
I like these ones too. What are these? Land's End.
Look at these ones that say "Feed me your."
Oh wait, here's another one. Hot dogs. What other phallic foods could you have? It's like pickles, bananas, hot dogs,
Taquitos,
meatballs, sausage and meatballs.
meatballs.
I have one pair of Star Wars boxers. Then
One pair of Star Wars boxes. Han Solo's the cool.
It was cool. My lightsaber looks really good in the Star Wars box.
And I just flicked my cigarette into my good water. God
Nice.
damn it.
That's so another reason you shouldn't smoke cigarettes. I really want to get into socks. No. Like cool, you know how like you wear like different hats all the time?
Yep.
I want to have
You want to be a
socks
socks guy?
with stuff on them, like I don't know, different designs and logos, and I feel like that could be a thing for me.
You know, I was when we got that logo done, I was trying to think of something. I mean, I guess eventually we should do T-shirts, but since I still have 80% of the ones that we bought initially, I didn't think we should make more.
Then we're gonna do hats next.
Yeah, I guess. I just feel like that's
Okay.
everywhere. I don't know. So anyway, I saw online that people are now making. You can do your own custom sock. I mean, I'm sure it's been around for.
Oh, Magroom socks would
You
be
could make
dynamite.
socks. It was your birthday yesterday. We have to celebrate. We have to say happy birthday.
Hey, what do we have to? What happens now?
I got a few birthday wishes for you.
You did?
Yeah. So I
Oh, nice. That says your mom.
don't read. Come on, don't look. I asked.
Is she gonna call me a whore?
Unbeknownst to you, I asked the fans to.
Oh, the
Right,
fans, huh?
We had some write-ins. I sent you a couple of emails, and then I have some audio in June. Okay, so here's some of the voicemails.
Okay.
Hi, Jarrod. This is Lynn, Mark's mom, but I guess you know me as the whore. Anyway, Mark told me that it's your birthday, and I love you anyway,
Aw.
even if you call me horrible names.
I never called her horrible
You're really
name.
a fine young man. Mark loves you, so I love you too. And I want to wish you a most blessed and happy birthday.
So that's one.
I never called her a whore, by
All right, and then I asked my sister to send you one.
the way. Okay.
This is what she had to say. Yeah, she just didn't write. She never responded to me. She didn't. she didn't send me one.
She never responded?
No, nothing. Nothing
Oh,
at
wow.
all.
She's so busy.
Real busy, I guess. Probably traveling
Yeah.
or something for work. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably what it was. But still, you could think she could be bigger than that.
Yeah. Especially on a birthday. It's special.
Big birthday. Well, here's some more.
Ho! Hey, folks, I'm WWE Hall of Famer
Hacksaw?
Jim Duggan from the Golden Age of Wrestling.
This guy's cool.
I know you all know that being wrestling, folks. Anyway, I just want to throw out a special happy birthday to my good buddy Jarrod. All right, happy birthday, my friend. I hope you have a good time. Maybe not quite the good time you, me, and Jake the Snake had with a couple of strippers from Detroit. Remember, we had the snake in the back of the big Lincoln. We're driving. We were late for the
was he
show. We were
talking
hustling
about?
down there. You were in the back. I don't know what you were doing back there. But
Oh, you and the
somehow,
strippers, yeah.
Damien, the 10-foot python, got loose in the Lincoln Continental, was crawling all over the strippers, crawling all over you. You guys were screaming in the back seat. The darn snake climbed up in front where I was driving. Jake is yelling. I pulled over to the side
Sounds
of the
like a
road.
great night,
We
Jarrod.
jumped out.
What
the
is he
front out.
talking
You
about?
get out. You grab a hold of the snake.
you're saying this
Me
didn't
and
happen?
Jake got the bag. You snuff the snake back in the bag. We throw the girls back in the car. They jump in the car. We all jump in and drive off. And you know, Jarrod, to this day, those people sitting there that saw all that happen going, you're not going to believe it. Anybody, buddy, I hope you have a good birthday, but nothing like that time with Jake the Snake when the python got out of the bag. Unbelievable, brother.
That sounds like a great night. Yeah.
No, I figured. I didn't realize he remembered.
They remembered you. Yeah. Sounds like it was a long
together.
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a huge snake and Jake the snake. Just that one night, but.
Yeah, but it sounds like it was fun, man. Lincoln Continental.
Hacksaw, that's great.
Let's see. You got a couple more here.
All right. Now listen here for just a second, Mundo Jarrod, because I got a bone to pick with YOU, my guy. Jarrod, you've been dogging me, man. You've been dodging my texts, my calls, my emails. And your good pal Matthew McConaughey's trying to rekindle. This universe is spinning faster, and I'm trying to get back to the good times that you and I have had.
You don't remember this?
You see, here came the Saudi guy was just harkening back to that time you and I and the rest of the fellas, we were hanging at Lake Arrowhead, just doing some cool boat stuff, throwing off a bitch of a wake, getting some radical air, cruising. Dude, it's your birthday coming up. You got May 18th, the day of all days. May Day, that's the true one, your birthday. But Jarrod, you stay cool, dude. Maybe check your texts and hit my brother back up so we can frickin' party and keep LIVIN, dude, and keep this flat circle cruising. And those good times will bump those numbers up, boy.
Clicks his teeth a lot.
Yeah.
So he called in.
I just dodge his texts all the time. He's a little annoying. Matthew McConaughey's a little annoying.
Let's see.
You got more of these?
Jarrod,
One more.
Bernie Sanders here. How are you? Hey, I hear you're a very special person, right? But first of all,
These are all
I
just
also
people that
hear
called
that your
in.
birthday's coming up.
Just listeners
Well,
that
happy
called
birthday
in.
to you.
Magnum
Happy birthday. I
Hotline.
wanted to call and wish you a happy birthday because people like you are an inspiration. You know, I know you're a big supporter of mine, and you're up on all the social issues. You understand socialist policies that are not like, oh, hey, it's Marx and Lenin and all those people. No, it's policies that benefit people. Honestly,
Isn't it weird how we got
it's people like you that inspired me to run for
wrestlers,
president.
actors,
You really
even
did.
politicians listening?
And you understand that America is the only.
Is this Bernie Sanders?
Yeah,
without national health care.
you can tell.
And
Tell by his
people
voice,
like
can't
Ted
you?
Cruz will say, "Oh, how do the Democrats plan to play for Medicare for all? We're only the richest country on earth. How could we possibly do
I
it?"
mean, I don't know.
And people don't.
Great how he segued it into a political
We are the
speech.
richest country.
Yeah.
Everybody else who has it is not as rich as us. But we can't possibly do it because we're the richest. See, that's the kind of convoluted logic that con men use. I don't know. But anyway, I know you're a good guy, and I know it's your birthday, and I don't want to talk about all those people out there that are fighting against the good fight.
Yeah, but you
And
kind of did just talk about that.
Happy birthday, Jarrod. Thanks for being in our corner here. And, we got to keep fighting. We got to keep trying. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So Bernie Sanders called into the show.
Yeah, he sounds much different on a recording than he does in real life.
If you had paid an impersonator to do a message that was meant to be kind of funny and stuff,
You think he would have just talked
why
about
did he
it?
go off on politics? I wanted him to. I was hoping he would say something like,
But because that's how I know it's the real Bernie Sanders, because he would always stay on message. You think he would have maybe done a 10 seconds on the whole healthcare?
kind of nothing about that. I was hoping.
Well, you got to say something so you think it is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. But hopefully you're gonna nail the accent enough that you really don't like.
But if you're not nailing the accent, then you have to.
You got. Say for $15. If I were to pay somebody $15 to do it,
I would say
say I should have paid $8 for that.
Wow, that was really nice.
Oh yeah, thank you guys for calling in to the Magnum Hotline.
Thanks for
Great.
organizing that, Mark.
Yeah.
Can't believe you got Matthew McConaughey called in, but Lori didn't.
Wait, I think she did. Let me see. What did she have to say?
Well, that's a beautiful way to start our Friday night in the Magnum.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about using kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Magram, Magram, the Magram, the Magram.
Do we get any letters yet?
No, of course not.
No.
None of these people that listen to this ever do anything.
I was kind of excited about that. I thought maybe we were going to get a letter.
No, not yet.
I mean, I guess it would take a little while.
It just came out last week. Yeah.
We do have to just tease stuff that's coming up.
I won't close the P.O. box yet.
That's good. Little tease for tonight. We got Emma coming on with some bird things, bird facts, in a segment I'm calling Fine Feathered Friends with Emma. So she'll be coming on to tell us, I think, over the next weeks. You can let us know if you like it.
Oh, I like birds.
Yeah. She's doing a talk tomorrow at the library, actually, about birds, and then was going to take people on a bird walk, but it's supposed to rain, so she might just do the talk. All right, you got any stories, or do you have any paddleboarding mishaps? Everybody loves those.
No, I didn't have to shit anywhere weird. I didn't
That's
run out of
disappointing.
gas. I didn't lose my keys. I didn't.
What'd your mom think of you crapping in the ocean?
A lot of positive feedback from that bit.
Really? That they thought it was funny, or that they agreed with you?
All right. So, but Ross, I have to talk.
Oh, we got two stories. Yeah, let me tell mine first, because that one is more disgusting than mine.
Okay.
So, my friend Nick, you remember Nick? He was sharing an apartment with Corcoran, and they were getting their bathroom worked on, which sounds miserable, right? You're getting your bathroom, so you don't have a bathroom, basically. So he had to go to the YMCA, was down the road. But he said one day he got home, and it just like you came on him, and he didn't know what to do, and there's no toilet in there. So he literally took the kitchen garbage can and just sat over it and took a dump on the garbage can. And then
awesome.
Just tied up the bag and put it outside where the garbage was.
Ugh.
And that was it. So he couldn't just like walk down to the river and in the river like you did.
That's not how it happened.
Whatever. People would have seen him. He couldn't like stare weirdly at a family while he in the woods and then in the river and then wipe himself with his hand.
It's not a very accurate depiction of what happened, but you got the brush strokes, I guess. A lot of the details are sort of missing and
I see.
Outright fabricated there. But
so also came up was that...
No. Okay, go ahead.
Was that we texted with our friend Ross.
Yeah.
And Joe Anderson. Everybody knows Joe. Mark's favorite listener. And then Joe told a story about Ross pooping. Would you like to tell the story, or do you want me to tell it?
Well, I could read the that's going to be pretty far back, but basically...
I could find it. Joe wrote, he said, at Wake Forest, though, Ross pooped in the shower and then mashed it through the grate with his foot.
Oh, God. I'm going to throw up.
That's what you wrote.
It's so gross.
We asked all the questions like, you're in the fucking bathroom. Just go to the bathroom.
He said he was hungover. He said he was too hungover.
But he said he didn't want to get out of the shower.
Oh, but you'd poop you'd rather poop in the shower than reluctant to get out of the shower? Oh, God, I'm going to throw up. Dude, I'm really going to throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so gross.
You feel like people...
and he stood by his decision to do this, people.
Yes.
He
didn't apologize.
Well, while I was paddleboarding, I told Alex this story, my paddleboarding buddy, this story, and he said, oh, he waffle stomped it.
Waffle, like it has a name?
Waffle stomping. You pooping on a drain and then pushing it through with your feet. Oh my God. So gross.
He said he was just because he was gonna have to wipe a lot because he was hungover.
So nasty. So
yeah, I don't think you would ever want to defend it.
It would change my life if I did that. Like I heard a story about it and I couldn't stop thinking about it for 3 days.
Really, the worst. So one, you're gonna use that shower again, right?
You're in the shower. You're in it. You're gonna shit on your feet.
And then the mashing part, right? Because he said it was one he thought he was gonna have to wipe a lot.
Grossest word.
So it wasn't like a nice. It wasn't like a nice whole poop that he could just sort of squish through there. It definitely. All right. Emma's here. for Find Feathered Friends with Emma.
Okay.
He's wrong. It's Fun Feathered Facts. He's still wrong.
Unfeathered Facts.
He messes it up every time. Yes, I have lots of feathered friends.
I kind of like Find Feathered
I laughed at the first one, and I laughed at the second one.
All my
that's funny.
feathers.
Fun Feathered Facts. I like Find Feathered Friends better.
Too bad. We already submitted them.
So Mark likes birds, and he wants to learn more. So Emma will come in, and you will give about one bird your list of facts so we can learn about them.
Okay. So today I'm talking about the American kestrel, which is the smallest falcon in the entire United States. They are mainly insect eaters. Here in Connecticut, and I think other places around the United States, they will ban them. It just means that they'll have like nest boxes because they're cavity nesters. So they'll be so the kestrels will nest inside of the nest boxes, and people will monitor them and monitor the babies. And once the babies are a certain amount of days old, the Sharon Audubon, where I volunteer, does this. They'll take them out and they'll add a little metal band to their foot, which will help track them. And now they're coming up with more advanced technology, but that's what they're still doing banding.
It seems very ominous. What kind of advanced technology?
They come up with this little.
Are they teaching them how to use weapons?
No, actually not.
Are the birds going to attack us?
What do they taste like? What does a kestrel taste like?
Okay, well, I've never eaten it, so I don't know.
We used to have kestrel wings.
Lately,
they had kestrel wings, 50 cents per wing.
Wait, can I just say it really quickly so before anyone forgets? Okay, so recently they've created this new technology where, you know how with mammals they could put collars on them to track them, like especially. Yep. So they've created ones that are small enough that they can put them on birds, like little backpacks, called Modus Towers. Modus Towers.
What was that?
God, Mark.
But they give the birds backpacks?
They're like little mini.
Like cool ones?
Yeah, is it like
there's little Louis Vuitton stamps on it?
Nope, they're
Dude,
like.
Dude, that would be cool.
Well,
I would love a parrot with a Louis
This
Vuitton
means
backpack.
that the birds can be tracked when they go past it. They get a little signal.
Why do they want to track them?
Because then they can know where they migrate. For example,
like government secrets and stuff, probably.
For example, so Blackpoll warbler is one that they don't really know its migration route. So the Audubon tracked one going by, and then another place with a Modus Tower in Nicaragua also tracked one. I'm pretty sure.
The same one.
Yes, the same bird.
Can you let me pull up the national anthem of Nicaragua real quick?
I don't remember if it was Nicaragua. It was somewhere in South America. But
did you say what percent of stuff are you making up right now?
I'm not making up that much of it.
Okay.
Did you get this from Wikipedia?
No. Okay, well, here's the proof that I'm actually, and none of you guys can see this, but Mark, you can probably see it. So this is me with a American kestrel named Bob.
Did you name it?
No. He lives at the Audubon, and he's imprinted, which means that...
Is he a gang member?
He thinks No. Imprinted means he
Is that why he's at the Audubon? Because to get him off the streets?
He thinks he's
a rehab facility.
I'll tell you why he's there. When he was little, some mean person went outside and just like caught him and put him in a cage and raised him as a pet bird. And then their neighbor was like, hey, you probably shouldn't have this bird. Mark! was like, you probably shouldn't have this bird. And then the Audubon took him in, and he was imprinted by then, so he doesn't know how to function as a bird in the wild. So now he lives there. Bethany said that where she used to work at an Audubon, because I was asking her if any animals had ever gotten out, besides the snakes that get out all the time at the Audubon now.
But the snakes get out at the Audubon?
They're harmless, but they just like to escape because their latch is funky. And then, so apparently the kestrel's roof, like the glue on it melted and it popped open, and then the kestrel just flew away and it never came back. Okay, Dad, stop. They're trying to look for predators. Okay. They're trying to look for predators. Ah! You always yell at me for interrupting, and then all you do is interrupt me.
I haven't said anything.
You
I only asked the question why the Autobot buys locks that snakes can pick.
Okay, well, I was trying
Seems
to
like a dumb lock to pick.
See, okay, this
They
lock,
should buy a
I
lock
was gonna tell you,
that
but
the
then
snakes can't pick.
there was a lock that they put on the door, and this lock works. Mark, this lock works. I don't even know what bird that is. What bird is it?
Did you pay $15 for a Kestrel impersonator?
Did you tell Mark the app that he's supposed to
You couldn't even get the real Kestrel?
It's a robin. It's an American robin.
It's the same guy who does Bernie Sanders. They said this month 500,000 songbirds are coming.
Is it
Connecticut.
its own building? Does the Audubon Society have its own building?
Yeah,
or is it
they
like
have
part
their
of it?
own building. They're actually
They have those terrible snake unproof locks, but
they're not that bad because it's only if people mess the lock up because
Do snakes pick their locks with their tongues?
people will,
yes.
They don't have arms to
the
manipulate like a
people at the
pin or
Audubon
anything.
will lock it the wrong way.
Snakes will get it, it won't get it.
Or not snake proof. They're always like, I forget which one to do. Why did we buy these ones with the no snake lock again?
What?
I get it.
You gotta ask that when you go.
Why did we even buy the non-snake proof ones at all?
All right.
What?
Well, I think this segment was a hit. Thank you for Fine Feathered Friends with Emma.
Yeah. It's furry.
What was it called?
Furry flying,
Feathered Facts?
furry flying friends. Flying friends.
Read the tab with the YouTube video.
Figuring feathered freakazoid.
Finding free.
Furry Feathered Facts. Have you ever heard of liquid death, Emma?
Yeah. I think.
Do you know what it is?
Well, I sort of read the title of your article, but I think it's like liquor, right?
Emma thinks it's liquor.
Soda.
Do you know what liquid death is, Mark?
Didn't we talked about it on the show once? It's something that somebody's grandmother had in their.
Oh yeah, Mimi Brennan.
Yeah.
So it's like the new hit. It's it's just water in a can, and it says it's became Gen Z's LaCroix. Do you know what LaCroix is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Michelle said seltzer.
LaCroix.
That's how old I am. I didn't even know what that was.
What, seltzer?
So like millennials, I know what seltzer is. Millennials loved LaCroix. You also, to liquid death, you can legally sell your soul. I feel like it's like a morning drive-by show. When you play that song. You can legally sell your souls to the liquid death company.
Wait, what?
You can sell your soul to the company.
And what do you get in return for it?
It's called the Liquid Death Country Club.
Is
You
it an
get
actual country
merch.
club or
You
just
get
a-
early access to merch drops and live events.
I wouldn't wear things that said liquid death on them, I don't think. So I'm going to opt out of that one. Or is there any other
Would
fan
you?
clubs I
Do you
can
think
join?
you would tattoo liquid death on your body?
I heard about a burrito place that if you tattooed their logo on your arm, you would get free burritos for the rest of your life.
Would you do that?
I'd do that, sure.
Couldn't you just be like for your favorite restaurant, just like tattoo the logo on, and just be like, I did this for you, now give me free stuff?
Try it out. What's your favorite restaurant?
Try it out.
You gonna get a Mitzvah's tattoo?
No, I hate pizzas.
Oh, so do
Pizzas.
I don't hate pizzas. I just don't love pizzas.
Mitzos?
Pizzas. It's a pizza place in town.
Pizza.
How do you spell pizza?
Take
What do you
pizza,
spell
P off the pizza, but with that. It's the guy's last name. I don't think it really is, but
That's no. It
There's no way a guy that opened a pizza place,
no,
his
that's
real
not
last
his
name
life.
is
No,
Pizza.
he was born, and they're like,
Like dentist, crentist.
I'm Prentice the dentist.
Do they also own the Flying East Chinese restaurant
no.
on the street?
Bill Landwiches, who owns that sandwich shop. Tell Mark a good story of Ted tonight was at dinner when he talked about, we were telling something about conspiracy theories. I was trying to be funny. I wasn't really being that funny. But then Emma brought up something about people believing in flat Earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Ted said, The Earth isn't flat. It has all kinds of bumps on it. So he just blew their whole argument out of the water.
He was like, Republicans don't believe in climate change. I was like, do they also believe that the Earth is flat? And then Ted was like,
no, Tom said, Ted did not say Republicans don't believe.
That was exactly what I was like. You and Teddy have political conversations.
The way you told the story, it seemed like Ted said.
You and Teddy were talking to each other.
My 6-year-old son, Emma, Republicans don't believe in climate change.
Yeah.
And you're like, do they also believe in flat?
The one that I was 20 minutes late starting this episode because Jarrod had to put him to bed. That guy's the one having political arguments with you?
We were having a political debate about climate change.
Really? Well, Teddy's pretty obsessed with like
Republicanism?
He's kind of no. Okay.
Ultra conservative politics.
He's the opposite of people who would like walk around the house with a shirt on. He's like Winnie the Pooh. He had a phase where he would just wear no pants, and I think he's more comfortable with just like no pants on but a shirt.
Yeah, he's young.
What does Teddy think about us? The debt ceiling thing.
Well, the debt ceiling, they better pass it, or the U.S. is.
We'll find out on July 1st, won't we?
The credit's going to be ruined.
Yeah.
And then he took off his pants.
Yeah, he was in the bathtub when he said
that. All right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Produced by Bill Mitza. Theme song by Maggie Ellox.
I want that guy's real last name next episode.
Email mugaandcisco@gmail.com, or even better, write a letter.
I'll text Kat.
To the Mag Room, 10152 Indiantown Road, P.O. Box 9, Jupiter, Florida, 33478. And we have social media, but we hate social media, so who really cares?
Yeah, but you can put that picture of Emma with the bird as this week's Instagram.
Yeah, I will. I'll put that for the episode if it gets in the episode. And as we say every week, put down your phone, engage with the people around you.
He says that every week, for real?
Every week.
I'd like to tell a little story about my softball game where my father would not let me get a phone, but he came to my softball game, and every time I looked over at him, there was one time, and this was when he was filming me, so he's still looking through the phone, that he was actually looking at me. Other times he was just like, then he moved himself into the shade, and he was just in the back with his hood.
Mark can tell you what I was doing.
The whole time. He was on his phone. He didn't put it down.
I wonder what he was looking at.
It was up the whole time.
I was texting Mark about the game.
He was probably doing Sporkle or something like that.
But like, God,
or Angry Birds.
Like, live at the moment, but then you're like texting Mark about what's happening.
Move to not watch your daughter's softball.
I watched Emma bat. Saw her strike out and walk.
To be honest, the game was sucked because we only had 7 players, and our only girl on our team who knows how to pitch wasn't there, and we only had one
contract holdout,
and we only had one outfielder. So
that's a fun game.
Really fun. We lost by like 12 points.
Here was the problem. I was doing it as well because I was getting angry because the other guy kept stealing bases even though they were up by so many points.
That's why you're angry. Even the first second you were there, you were really angry.
You should see the text message you just sent.
I get my blood gets pretty hot. It's between that, the locks that the snakes pick, the Republicans with the flat earth and the debt ceiling.
I'm just gonna call the Audubon Society on Monday and tell them just get rid of the ones that aren't snake proof.
Okay, you know what? It's the people's fault because they don't lock these cages right. Volunteers don't. That was the first thing Bethany told me when we started.
That's what I'm saying. Just take the whole non-snake proof lock thing out of the equation. From now on,
so they tell people to use the locks.
All snake proof locks. Doors.
Bethany told
latches.
me how to use that lock.
Do you want to say the last line, Em, before you leave?
Stick with the mag room, and everything else is cream cheese. Ooh, ooh, I like my room. I like my room. Ooh, ooh, my room is good. My room is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my room. I like my room. Ooh, ooh, my room is good. My room is good. The mag room's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my room. I like my room. Ooh, ooh, my room is good. My room is good.
I never called her a whore, by the way.